Philip, you've told us your core local software license is an ironclad, one-time purchase to protect data sovereignty. But as a capital investor, I see a fatal flaw here. Once a law firm or hospital buys your Aegis isolation handle, our revenue peaks. Why would a client keep paying us month after month if their data is permanently locked inside their own air-gapped walls?
Because an isolated brain is only as smart as its latest context. A local model without data updates is dead in the water. Aegis licenses a continuous, upstream data stream through a separate, read-only entity. Every night, the client's air-gapped node pulls down freshly curated, cryptographically signed knowledge packages such as yesterday's federal case histories or localized medical lab mutations. They pay a monthly, recurring premium for the razor blades that fuel the handle, gaining real-time intelligence without a single byte of their private data ever escaping to the web.
Fine, they pay for data feeds. But high-compliance industries don't just consume data, they need to share it to stay competitive. If they are completely air-gapped, how can they collaborate with regional labs or secondary offices without breaking compliance, and where is the monetization layer for us in that?
We monetize the connection via a private, peer-to-peer knowledge network. We charge an annual network access fee that allows isolated Aegis nodes to securely swap completely anonymized pattern metrics across state lines. They get collective, cross-institutional intelligence while maintaining absolute local sovereignty. They can't build this network themselves, and they won't use the cloud overlords. They subscribe to Aegis to stay connected safely.
Let's address the biggest liability, human error. Even if your architecture is physically isolated, humans still have to input files via local networks or secure hardware gates. If an employee mismanages a local pipeline, the air gap is compromised. If we aren't in the cloud to manage their system, aren't we helpless to protect them and losing money on the operational support?
That exact vulnerability is where Aegis secures its highest margin, completely uncancelable recurring revenue stream, the continuous compliance audit trail. While our core license includes an unbypassable hardware evidence log, the client must purchase an ongoing compliance software license for automated, real-time pathway monitoring. Because Aegis holds the underlying isolation patents, we are the only authority qualified to validate that system state. We continuously monitor the data inputs, track the logic paths, and generate audit-ready logs for government regulators or insurance underwriters. If a law firm or hospital drops this subscription to save money, they instantly lose their regulatory malpractice defense shield. This is not a discretionary IT cost. It is a mandatory corporate utility line item. They will pay Aegis for decades just to keep their liability at zero.
So what you're saying is Aegis isn't just selling box software. You're building a closed-loop infrastructure.
Exactly. By owning the baseline patents for isolation and validation, Aegis is the IBM of the local AI era. We established the hardware footprint with the initial license, but our continuous data feeds, private networks, and government-mandated compliance audits create a compounding recurring revenue engine. Over time, the maintenance of the environment scales significantly wider and generates far greater wealth than the initial software footprint itself.